All right, hey, day 6. I log in, and there's a new follower just joined, Mo Hailstone. If you're, that was as live as it seemed like when I logged into the program. Welcome to the show here. So we are gonna start day 6 of my long-form Shadowrun playthrough, and this is Sega Genesis version, classic cyberpunk RPG, basically an open world game before there were any. And last time we essentially tried to fire our computer hacker dude to get an upgrade, but I'm playing this on the actual Genesis cart, and that comes with a bunch of inherent bugs and things like that that were in the game. And so what happened was they tried to hire the best decker in the game, a computer hacker, and every time we went on a run, she would leave the party and wasn't supposed to. So we found out that's a known error, and basically had to go crawling back to the dude we fired because I had already invested enough time in him. His name is Phantom, and we're going to have to carry him through the rest of the game, I think, because just it's not like they could patch these things back then. So tonight, after doing some research and trying to figure out is there any other more efficient way to get money on the game and upgrade all of his hackery stuff, the answer is not really. This is a very grindy game, so there's really not a great way to speed through raising money and buying him better stuff because it's just how the game was designed. You can cheat. There's a definite cheat code, which I remember in my sleep because when I was a kid and played this, we used it all the time. But I'm going to play this the original way without the cheat code. So, and I have been. This is, again, day 6? So I see no reason to go back on that now. And also, if you happen to have joined in, be aware that there was a chat issue with some of our new followers last time. So if you're seeing messages and they're not going through, feel free to try to get my attention through some other means. You can go through, we have a email through my profile and that sort of thing. Let me know. I will have a mod here, hopefully a little bit later, and they'll be able to monitor for me. All right, let's see. Let's pick up where we left off. So, we're carrying some patches and stuff we don't totally need. Got med kits and a bunch of extra guns, so I'm going to start off by just selling some of that stuff off. Where am I here? What part of town is this? This is the Pallet Barrens. Okay. Go to the crime mall. Just because I'll forget to do it later. Realize Phantom, the guy we tried to fire, is still a little bit injured. We'll heal him up. Go to the crime mall, sell some goods. And we're going to kind of focus today on, well, doing some more runs, making some more money so we can buy Phantom better Cyberdeck stuff and better software programs to hopefully make him robust enough to where if we do a run and we go into a corporation, he can do a bunch of Matrix stuff. We can really make it worthwhile. That seems to be the best way to go about it, at least from some of my reading and my memory. All right, what are we selling here? We can sell some grenades. We don't need them. We don't use them. Gonna sell from Phantom. I think you're carrying a bunch of guns for no reason. Can only really use the one, you know? Okay, and then our main character, Joshua. We'll keep that trauma patch, but we're going to get rid of the stim patch. Just don't use it. Cool. Okay, where are we at here? Everybody's got a gun. And I don't think I have a run. Let me double check. Nope. Current run. Nothing. Get a job. Perfect. I was hoping you'd say that. All right. So we're going to go back to a different part of town to collect hopefully a few Matrix runs. And actually, I'm wondering if I have enough to upgrade. Hey, Blue Rain. As it's sometimes hard for me to tell. Usually it takes a few minutes for some folks who have been watching to pop in. And my view of it is usually delayed. So sometimes I'm talking to myself. Sometimes there's a few people and it just takes a little bit of time. How are you tonight? Right, we're going to go to a different part of town here, and we're going to try to make some money and buy some computer parts. Hey, friends here as well. Good to see you again, sir. Happy modding, by the way, friend. I took down the chat barriers totally after doing some more reading, so hopefully new chatters like Blue Rain here will be able to get through. We'll watch out for bots. Blue Rain, I'm doing great. This is second time I've been on Twitch this week, and we had a really good time last time, and yeah, just a good day. I got my pipe mug. I can't really complain. We had a warm day, got outside, did all kinds of stuff. Here, walking down the street, and this guy needs help all of a sudden. I'm going to give him first aid like I always do. So I play that doctor card, and this time he gives me some cash in return because I save him. It always feels good. Always feels good. But yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. It's we're supposed to go back to reality here in the Wisconsin, and I expect that it's supposed to be cold through the weekend. But I did read an article today that it's been the nicest winter, or the warmest winter, if you will, here in this area, I think on record, which feels nice, but also kind of feels like probably speaks to another problem. All right, let's see what I just want to price out some computer parts here and just see what. Oop, wrong store. In like ever is true. In like ever. Again, it's nice, but it feels like there's a cost. You know what I mean? Definitely feels like there's a cost. I think there was almost no ice on the Great Lakes this year, which is apparently a problem because of wrong store again. Apparently a problem because of evaporation. So that makes me sad. Mohailstorm. Stone, I apologize. Mohailstone. Welcome again. Thanks for the follow, and glad to see you here. I'm glad so far everybody who's a first-time chatter, it's working, because last time we had an issue. How's your day going, Mo? Oh, this is the magic store. See, I always prefer chatting, and I get distracted. I don't know what buildings I'm walking into. Swelling is good. Swelling's not always good, actually, but swell days are decent. I'm doing okay. No complaints. I was just saying I'm enjoying the weather here. I'm trying to find the store I want to go to on this game. And, yeah, no complaints. Playing nostalgic video games from my youth for funsies, so I think that's makes me a happy person. Got a bunch of stuff done for podcast today, so whenever I have those kind of days, it's always good. Some days I just don't have it in me, but I've had a good series of days, just good writing, good editing, good stuff. What is the first game I ever remember playing? Ooh. Give me a minute, I'll think of something here. Oh, I'm looking at these prices. Okay, we gotta go. We're gonna have to go do some work to get some more money. First game I ever remember playing. So my gaming days, I'm about to be attacked here on the game. Random event. Let me take care of this and I'll get back to my thought. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them now. They're gonna kill my troll. Don't kill my troll. It makes me sad. I didn't forget about your question. Just got jumped. You know how it goes. These the streets of cyberpunk Seattle are pretty rough. I have to be honest. And since my character's a little bit more leveled up now, this happens more often. Burning through my medkits too. Super Mario Bros. For you. Yeah, so that's going to be one of them. It's definitely going to be one of them. But my first gaming system was a Commodore 64. And I don't know if it technically was a gaming system. It was like a computer with all encased in like a giant 1980s keyboard. And It probably was. There was a game on there. It's kind of coming back to memory. What was it? It was so rudimentary, I can barely remember. I mean, it was... I will say the first games that I had really good, solid memories, honestly, were arcade games. And Double Dragon is probably one of the clearest first ones, where I remember going to arcades as a kid. My dad would take me, I'd get some quarters, and I would get a stool, because... Oh my god, this guy will not die. I'd get a stool, and I'd play alongside, like, teenagers in the neighborhood, who were, like, the people in the arcades. I cannot believe we didn't kill that guy. Oh my goodness. Everything went to pot there. And so, yeah, I used to get the stool. I used to stand on the stool and play Double Dragon, which is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. And I was just good. I always loved games, so I was good at it. And I remember at the end of the game, you would, if it was a 2-player game, but you could play it single player. And at the end of the game, if you had somebody that you were playing with next to you, you had to fight each other. That was the final bit of it. And sure enough, if I got pretty good at it, so I'd be this little like 5 to 7-year-old, I'm guessing, by the age. And I remember I beat several teenagers like in the game, and they would get really sad about it. That's when I learned it feels good to be good at games. And I got older and I'm less good at games. So I still like them. The regular Mario Brothers for Blue Rain, that's super common, and it was one of the most popular games. For some reason, went to Mario Brothers 3 when I read that, which is also, that was a pretty big change for the Mario Brothers universe. Talking about arcade, I used to watch Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. Oh yeah, I mean, when you could watch over the shoulder of somebody playing, especially if you ran out of your quarters for the day, and they were actually really good at the game. Sometimes that's just how you learned how to play it, because you're not gonna go to an internet bulletin board at that point. Oh man, we just got jumped there. That used up a lot of resources. We're gonna have to go buy some stuff. And yeah, I have a arcade cabinet in my house with a bunch of retro games on it, just because stuff that like I could, back then it was 50 cents a play when it was brand new, and I forgot what I was buying here. It was always very, expensive, and so I got a arcade game so I could just kind of relive some of those things in my house. If I had a way to hook that up to Twitch, I'd play it, but I've never looked into it enough to figure it out. I've definitely always leaned into just enjoying video games for what they were. I think I had a gaming PC. Oh man, I've had gaming PCs for much of my life, as long as they've kind of been a thing. Just fortunate to have that. And for me, it was Chopper Command at my cousin's house. I remember that game. I definitely remember that game. I remember there was also a game that came out, I want to say it was called Beachhead. It was, man, I want to say it was like on Amiga or something like that. I went over to my cousin's house and he had it, and I remember my parents were like, you can't play that, it's violent. And you have to, this was I said Amiga, like this is less than 8-bit graphics and these little tiny like knives being thrown across this chasm at people, and boy, if they only knew what was going to happen later. It was, remember Duck Hunt 2, that was paired with Mario Bros. Yep, absolutely was. The fun part about that game too, I'll go find a job, was that even if you didn't want to play the game, like Duck Hunt was fun, but when I was a little kid, I didn't quite get, you shoot the ducks, sure, but I didn't like play it like I knew the real mechanism of the game. And so I would often just disconnect the light gun and would run around the house playing with it just for fun, because that was fun. So nice thing was, even if you don't want to play the game itself, you can run around with the fake gun and use your imagination. shooting invisible things, and it looked cool. It was fun to play. It, had a good weight to it. I think one of them I actually cut the cord on it just to play with it like a toy. Don't think my parents were happy about that one. Oh well. Satisfying trigger pulls. I don't blame you. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. And honestly, oh, got somebody new here. I am Cake Up. Cake Up. Very cool name. Welcome. Welcome. Appreciate you following. Hope you enjoyed that sweet GIF I found and put together there. But yeah, it definitely had a really good feel. And I think the technology behind making the light gun work on a 1980s TV, I don't understand how it works. I never looked into it, but it still seems really cool nowadays. If anybody in chat knows how that worked. Hello, Cake Up. Hello, Cake Up. Cake Up, do you know how the light gun from the NES worked on TVs? Like how it actually, in physics terms, worked? And I'm going to be going back and forth to this guy to get the type of mission I really want right now. So this might be a back and forth, me going up to that guy and doing this for a little bit. He's just not going to give me it. Yeah, I don't either. But for like NES came out, what was it, 87? I think it's 87. Not the right mission. And that I want to say the light gun came, like, didn't it come with it? So that was some early stuff. But the real question is, did you have a power glove or not? And I somehow did convince my parents to get me a power glove. And man, was that thing hot garbage. Like, watched The Wizard, and I was sold on it. I thought it was going to be a complete, amazing new peripheral. It was terrible, man. It was so bad. Oh, I just need him to give me the right kind of job. He won't do it. Yeah, it was frighteningly bad. Glad I didn't get sold. Yeah, no, it was ambitious. It was definitely ambitious, but you realize like the games you'd be using it for. Perfect. This is what I wanted to say. Simple matrix run. Pay half financial days to recover. Upload the file. Okay, cool. This is what we want to do. Yeah, once you got it and you're like, I'm punching at my screen, and like 1 out of 3 times the guy will actually jump on the screen. You're like, this is the least efficient way to control this video game. Just terrible. My parents never got us any game system, so I only played at my friend's house. Yeah, that was it's good to have a friend like my buddy Cake Up there who I grew up with. I go to his house because he usually had the newer stuff. Oh, I'm getting jumped again here. Yeah, those handhelds were... Oh, dang it. Oh, man, I'm getting mobbed here. Why is this all so bad? Oof, man. I wonder if I can run away. Nope, I can't run away. That was brutal. All right, well... I'm going to reload because that was painful, and then we're going to have to go get some better guns. That's what we're going to do. Because I have to go hire all those guys again. I just don't feel like doing that right now. We didn't do much since I started. They did give me the handheld. Like, so yeah, those Ninja Turtle games, going back to that. Yeah, some of those were like tossed to you in the back seat when you're on a road trip because that's like all you had. You had that and like books. But they were, there's only so much they could do with those. Entering the chat and seeing Phantom dead on screen. Thanks, Doug. You're welcome. Yeah, this game seemed to have ramped up its difficulty all of a sudden. So I apologize for anybody who watched me play this bit a little bit ago, but we just got mobbed and jumped, and the lesson here is I'm going to have to save more often. Yeah, some of those, and then there was, Game Boy came out, and Game Boy was definitely way ahead of its time. Still, like, I'm pretty sure that awesome green asparagus screen is still pretty fun to goof around with nowadays. I know there are definitely people buy and sell them. Definitely buy and sell them. Unless you want to play in the dark. You're absolutely right. There were limitations. I think, didn't Game Gear have the Sega Genesis one? Didn't that have a backlit screen? I think that one did. I mean, it was like the size of a duffel bag, but it at least had some meat to it, you know? Yeah, Sega was lit up. Yep. Yeah, I think you're, oh my gosh. So if anybody had seen this I have not had this many random attacks in this game in all the last like 5 days I played it on here. And all of a sudden it is, and usually we're able to handle them, and these guys aren't dying left and right on me, but guess the stakes went up. I'm gonna go up here to this hotel and see if I can actually beef up my guy's stats here. Game Gear 8 AA's. Yeah, it absolutely did. I just took a brick of AA's and yeah, I mean, games were limited, and that screen was what, probably 4 inches across. So in this game, when you crash, you go to the hotel, you sleep. If you've done some missions and stuff, you get some experience, which is this stuff right here. So we're gonna beef up everybody. See, its quickness is intelligence, willpower. We need some more willpower. Let's get Phantom in control of his own destiny. What else can you do? Phantom, you need to be better with pistols for sure. Okay, that might help a little. I'll send you my 32X if you'd like. Geriatric Tastic, welcome. I will take your 32X if you really don't want it. I don't know that it'll work on anything I have, but I'll find something. It didn't have if I remember correctly, it didn't have like the greatest game library, but I'm going to give our troll a little bit more. No, he can't be any quicker. That's right. We're not making him more charismatic. Willpower. I just want him to like survive more. No, trolls can only have a 5 willpower. Oh, okay. Maybe you should be better at shotguns then. That will help. But yeah, 32X had some games. I don't remember any super notable ones, but that might be more on me. I didn't have one. A charismatic troll. Yeah, so I could make him more charismatic, but it just feels not right. So he's trolly. That's just what he is. And then my guy. Let's put your willpower up, so hopefully we don't die as much. The quickness. I already have that at maximum level. I have charisma. Okay, how about pistols? Let's get better at pistols. So maybe again, we don't die as much. What does he do then? Smooth talk the bad guys? The troll does smooth talk with a shotgun. My guy is the smooth talker with his negotiation skill of 5. And actually reminded me I meant to put some points into that, but we keep dying, so I guess we'll buff up the pistols, and then we'll go from there. All right, everybody went to sleep. Became more advanced humans, trolls, and elves. The dude in the blue coat is an elf. And that's how it works. You go to sleep, you wake up better. That's why sleep is important. Probably. Okay, we have a mission. Let's go do our mission now. Geriatric Tastic, do you have any, do you still have a Sega CD? What was that game? The one that when Sega CD came out, it was like super controversial. I think it was called Night Raid. I'm going to save it before I do the Matrix. I think it was called Night Raid. And it was like, ooh, video. And I think like, it was like the premise was I'm saving in both slots, by the way. So an Atari, you still have an Atari 26. That's it. Hey, it's a classic. People still buy those. But Night Raid, yeah, it was like it was a Sega CD, so it had a little bit more storage, and it was mostly all video based. Oh, he didn't give me a run. Oh, that's right, I died. I forgot about that. Okay, we have to go get a job. Whoops, my bad. My bad, folks. Distracted. But yeah, it would get, like, the game was you would switch between cameras in this house, which was like supposed to be a sorority house, and these guys were like trying to break in or whatever. Like, it was super bad as far as games go, but it caused a big stir. I remember that. There was a full motion video one where, like, a slum party goes, yep, and monsters or something. Yeah, they're like guys in black jumpsuits. It was like a really bad production value. Yep, and you would trigger traps. You would just, like, hit the button. It would play a different video, like you triggered the trap, and it was this huge controversy, I think, because there was, like, implied violence, and it was, like, video, and the girls were scantily clad. Because, wouldn't want that in video games. Unfortunately, it never happened again. Community of Ghouls. We don't want to do this. We want to do the Matrix. I think I watched a Let's Play of that once with my son. Yeah. Sounds about right. I mean, somebody's had to have played it on Twitch. I mean, it's just one of those things that it's famous for the wrong reasons, so somebody had to have taken the time to do it. So again, we're just spamming this guy just to get the right mission to make extra money on this game. This game is a brutal grind, and there's really no way you can get around it unless you use cheat codes, which I'm trying not to, because I've never beat this game straight up without them. I'm going to take this mission, though. This is a go talk to a gang mission, and it's super quick because it's like next door, and I'll get a little experience for it. Yeah, it's amazing what you do see pop up on Twitch. Like, so many people have saved so many of these games. I think they're right there. And it's, I don't know, it is a march of nostalgia. I was at a Comic-Con a couple weeks ago here in town, and, oh wait, I just had to go talk to them and walk out. Mission accomplished. There's a little glitch in the game. So I went to a Comic-Con, and I scored a copy of Toe Jam and Earl for Sega Genesis. It was one of my other most nostalgic games, and that'll probably be next up on the docket once I beat this one. All right, made a little money there. What I really want to do is just get a computer run mission. That's all I want to do. We had one before, but then the strike team from one of the corporations came and murdered everybody, which made us all sad. I reloaded. If I can't get one from this guy very readily, there's another guy we can go to, but it is luck of the draw every time you walk up to these guys. I don't want to do package runs. They just don't pay enough and they take time. Of course, if you spend this much time trying to talk to this guy and get the right kind of mission, there's a place where that probably evens out. Come on. I don't want to kill ghouls. Waste enough ammo. If I can get... My most immediate goal is to get another $20,000 in this game to buy the next higher computer deck thing for my blue elf guy. You know what? I'm just going to do this run just because he won't give me the Matrix run. We'll make money anyway. Give everybody something different to look at. All right. Notebook. Current run. Where am I going? Fucci's in downtown Seattle. Okay, we can do that. Easy. The one system I never actually played, but I always wanted to, and I know it was bad and not worth it, was the Jaguar. Was that Atari? I think it was Atari Jaguar, right? Yeah, the Atari Jaguar with the giant calculator-looking controller that had CD technology and was definitely... It had like one game, I think, that was worth anything, and that was like was it Alien vs. Predator, I think? But otherwise, it was just panned as a universally terrible system. But I never actually saw one of those in the wild. I had a friend who had one, but I never got to play it. Head of view is a man lying on the street, seems to be hurt badly. Looks like he needs medical attention. Well, gotta do it. Let's give him aid. Saved another one. I'm good. Now, some of those times you do that, they actually attack you. You never really know. But so far, I've had pretty good use of my medical license here. I'm trying to find the corporation that I'm supposed to go into. Here it is. Save before I go in there. Just like real life. Absolutely. Just that easy. Just that easy. Alright, let's go steal some stuff. Walk into the reception area. Single out a lone suit standing to the side. Give him a quick jab in the solar plexus. And he drops, wheezing and clutching his chest. You yell a heart attack and run into the office. Works every time. High chance of working in this game, let me tell you. That guy ends up on a cath lab, has a complication. It's really tragic. All right, what am I getting? I'm getting a package, so we got to go sort through a bunch of safes. It's just 3 totally normal-looking humans and metahumans cruising through and stealing stuff. All right. This corporation keeps a lot of grenades in their safes, I'll tell you that right now. And I want to make sure that I don't have full inventories, because then every time I check a safe, I will be told there's nothing in it. We're getting raided by Friend. Friend, thanks very much as always. Appreciate anybody popping over to say hello from the factory. A friend called Five's a good friend of mine who is a Factorio playing genius. So it looks genius level when I watch him play that game. I vaguely understand what's happening. He's invested a few hours in it. Moving much too fast. Hello. Welcome back. Good to see you again. You just slow down once in a while if you're moving too fast. You ever hear that one before? Sorry. Oh, security mage wants an ID. I show him my fake ID, and he's not buying it. Oops. Alright, we don't gotta fight our way around. These guys are a lot easier to kill than the other guys. Okay, now we're gonna subtly go in and out of doors, and I'm unlocking all these because I have a special key card that I bought from the black market. You know how it goes. Okay. Nope, nothing in that room of interest. Kiddo says hi. Tell Kiddo I say hello. I will tighten the stash for him too. There you go. Well, I'm glad, moving much too fast, that I am the first one to make that joke. Oh, see, his inventory got full. I tried to open that, and what do you know? Every time I did, if you have a full inventory, you open safes, you don't get anything. I learned that from a viewer the other night. Didn't know that. So we're just going to trade stuff over to my troll. Make him carry stuff. He's a big strapping young lad. He can carry this gun, too. Which we're mostly just going to sell. My 10-year-old recognized your voice. Oh, that's funny. Yep. So Blue Rain, I believe, no, recognizing your handle there, you are a listener of the podcast. Strapping young lad, good bandsaw them open for a fear factory. Yep. But, yep. I have some people that I know that are friends that say like I have one friend who I play hockey with who has been listening to my podcast since absolute day one, and he usually listens to it when he goes to sleep, and he's like, I hear your voice so much in my life, and that kind of weirds me out, and I have to listen to my voice all the time when I'm editing the show. Yes, I am. Nice friend, jealous. Yep. Indeed. But it's funny because I used to really, I think most people who do a lot of recording with their own voice do do cringe at the sound of their own voice, and it's okay. But if you do a show and you're just editing it constantly and you're just hearing your voice over and over again, I'm gonna make this beeping stop. It does have a numbing effect, so if it bothers other people, you get to the point you don't care yourself. Oldest is named Devin. Devin's a weird guy? I don't get it. Oops. How do you know Devin? Oop, shut down the alarm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep coming up to this terminal because sometimes you can get extra information about like where the package is. I had a good friend, Devin, when I was growing up. He was a weird guy, though, to be honest. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. I get the reference now. All right, we're just going to keep looking around for this package. So the nice thing is once you find that little terminal, you can turn off that annoying alarm whenever it goes off. We're probably going to set it off multiple times. I think we've gone through everything here. We're going to have to go up a floor, see if we can find this thing. Big fan. Is Devin in Fear Factory? I know the drummer is Danny Carey, right? Oh, ID. Fake ID works this time. Do I have that right? Or am I confusing him with Tool? Nah, I'm all over the place. I don't know. I used to use Danny Carey's drumsticks when I played drums. They were beefy. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. I think he is Tool's drummer. Quite sure you're right. Trading everything to the troll. Oh, he's got a full inventory. We're just going to drop these grenades. We don't need them. Actually, no, what else? Oh, we actually have some good stuff. What can we drop? I don't want to fill... Let's just drop scatter grenades. We don't need scatter grenades. Now we're going to... Maybe I can use this stim patch up because I realized I'm injured. Nope. 2 uses. We're still good. Give that over to the troll. Cool. You find a terminal logged in the management database. So sometimes you can get the information you need. Sometimes you set off the alarm. We'll see. Set off the alarm. Perfect. Excellent. By the way, Blue Rain, did you happen to hear today's episode? And if so, just curious what you thought. I think friend told me earlier, he said he appreciated the guest's accent. Of course, I had to troll him. I was like, what are you talking about? What accent? Must have been really subtle. She was pretty cool. She was a fun guest. She wrote the definitive book on Dr. Dropkick Murphy. There we go. A+ episode. I'll take that. All right, perfect. That's okay. That's you listen on your own time. It's all good. I was just curious. But yeah, she was a really cool guest. And of course, it was a really cool topic because I'm a wrestling nerd. So we love that always. When you get wrestling plus medical history and punk rock, and when you listen, Blue Rain, you'll see why. Especially, I like this punk rock story. It's just the best. Yeah, Phantom, you carry that. So now we can't give any spoilers, though. Try to find the turn off the alarm button here. And it does go off after a bit of time, so that'll work. Scientist walks by deep in thought, looking for some information. And he is not helpful, so we'll move on. Wife said there is no Crusher Fest this year? What? I haven't looked into it. If that's true, that makes me very sad. Crusher Fest is a local Milwaukee festival dedicated to the Crusher, one of our like local pro wrestling legends. And so they started a festival a year before the pandemic. I remember that. What happened was he saw a headline. You have to read that. Okay, I'll have to check it out. How will you know when to crush? Well, I want to tell you. So he was like a local legend. Like he wrestled, especially, I want to say late 50s, 60s, 70s. Uh-oh, the secretary. Hold on one second. She's going to check my ID. Oh, I didn't see your ID badge. Looking for some information. You flirt with her a bit, but do not succeed in getting anywhere. Man, that hits close to home. So they did the Crusher, who's like this big, legitimately big, strong Polish dude. And his whole gimmick was he was a big, strong Polish dude. So like he would talk about how his training involved eating as much sausage and drinking as much beer as possible. He would apparently actually carry beer kegs around as his training. Like you would see him down by the, don't need to turn off the alarm. Just so used to it being on. Know where that is though. He'd be down just, lugging beer kegs around for training. And, people would talk about this, so I think he actually did do it in the area, and he was kind of a local legend to the town of South Milwaukee. He did wrestle in the WWE a bit. He was primarily an AWA wrestler. Ooh, safe. Man, I'm not finding the package I need. And I believe he died in the early 2000s. I don't remember the exact, I want to say like 2002. Of brain cancer, unfortunately, but he was very well liked. More fair, can I just not find what I need here? Very well liked, and a couple of local people basically said, "We want to." I do want to discard that. We want to have a festival, and not only that, we want to crowdsource a statue for him. Don't want to distract, but just wanted to let you know the Red Wings just beat the Avs in OT because of Stock. I'm a big Red Wings fan, so I appreciate that. That's nice. I was already having a good day, and I'm having just a slightly better day, but you guys have the better team. Don't worry about it. Anywho, so the Crusher, a bunch of people got together and were like, hey, we want to see if we can crowdfund a statue to him and like have a festival in South Milwaukee, and they funded the statue like almost immediately. Then they cast it, so a big old bronze statue, and then like I want to say it was 2019 had the first Crusher Fest, and they planned for 60 people showing up, or not, like maybe 100 or a couple of hundred, and like 5,000 people showed up. It was like epic because Milwaukee loves wrestling, loves the Crusher, and I was there for that, like the statue being unveiled and everything. It was, especially for a wrestling nerd, like one of the coolest things ever. The local tribute, and a good friend of mine actually flew out to go to that show. I don't know if he's here tonight in the room, but sure enough, he went and he was blown away by how much Milwaukee loved wrestling. It's like, yeah, man, it's the Crusher. Ooh, level 4 door. Maybe there's something cool in here. See, look, it's not just medical history. We got wrestling history too. I'd do more of that on the show if it wouldn't make Michael sad. Yeah, he always rolls his eyes so far when I find a wrestling topic. Oh, hi, security guards. Oh, I didn't buy my fake ID this time. I'm actually kind of glad people got hurt because I got to use some of these up. Excellent. Okay, I think he's the only one hurt. Cool. That works. Lovable villain, who got the final goal? Do you remember? I'm just not finding this package. Some more security guards in the next room. We'll have to take them out. Oh, they despawned. Nice. Patrick Kane. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, he's old, but he still has the moves, man. I don't... Dude is just, I don't know how he... I don't know how he's able to pull off some of that stuff. At, you know... Like, he doesn't... He's definitely not where he used to be, obviously, but he's still very, very potential threat on the ice. I bet he would find this package a lot quicker than I am. Next, we're going to lose the Penguins thanks to Yarmy Sharker. He's probably... Isn't he still playing somewhere? I don't think he's in the NHL, but I think he's still playing in like a Czech professional league or something. I could be wrong. Jaromir Jagr, that guy, longevity. And if I want to say like, because how late did he play in the NHL? Till like later 40s, maybe? I might be wrong. Yep, one of the European leagues. Also part owner of the team, or at least was recently. Does it say how old he was when he retired from the NHL? Villain. I keep filling up on items I just don't want here. Drop these grenades, bro. Discard. I'm keeping these guns because they're kind of... You get a decent amount of money for them. Yeah, so we're not going to give it to the guy with the full inventory. Cool. Be right back. Let me... Google machines in process. Just keep fighting items that are not the item I need. Just the way this game goes. I like how these guys I just eat alive and everybody else is... When they do the random show up and beat me up on the street, they just annihilate my guys. Hang on, we're gonna have to drop some guns here, man. Discard. Let's find the alarm button. Yay! A little double terminal. Okay, we're gonna try to see. I'm gonna have him keep checking on this thing because he might be able to find out where this package is. We're just gonna keep walking up to it a few times here. See if every time you do, it's like rolling dice. Sometimes you set off the alarm. Sometimes it tells you, oh, by the way, there's some more stuff. Plowing through my tea, talking a bunch. He was 45, 46th birthday coming up. Not quite when he was released by the Flames. That's insane. That like him and what, Chris Chelios, probably the... I mean, Gordie Howe, I think, is still the oldest player to have played in the NHL. Actually, I got one more room over here. But that's that longevity in that sport. That's it's me playing in the NHL in what, 2 to 3 years. That hurts to say out loud. But hey, I do have, I don't want to brag, but I do have 3 beer league, D-League championships under my belt. So kind of a big deal in my own right. You probably heard about it. It was definitely on in ESPN. And Gordy was 52, Chelly was 48, and Jagr was 45. Oh, so Jagr is a kid compared to those guys. Quit picking up stuff, Joshua. You're killing me, buddy. Like, I'd get rid of all these health things, but it's how fast I can burn through them when we have a really bad outcome here. Okay, we're on floor 3, right? Still haven't found what we're looking for. Gone all the way over. Just trying not to miss a room, because then I'll... There we go. See? That's why I was looking around. That was the blood splatter room that the corporation has. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, Gordie Howe is something else, though. That's he was a different time for sure. All these have been checked. Okay. Actually, let me make sure there's nothing beyond that wall. Okay, yeah. And those guys played some, like, that was a rough hockey. Rough form of hockey. No helmets. Even the goalies didn't have helmets back then. I was a goalie for a long time. That blows my mind. That is and I know the game is faster today, and the stick technology now allows everybody to have pretty much a rocket of a shot, but that's still just facing down shots and not having a helmet on is bonkers to me. Not as bonkers as finding endless grenades and not finding the damn package we need. It was probably the longest I've spent on one of these runs. By far. By far. Yeah, and then they, not only that, but then they upgrade to the face plastic. The face plastic, like, I think that would almost be worse. That would almost be worse, because the puck blasts it and just distributes all that energy across your face. I don't know. I'm sure you're wearing that thing and just thinking, I really don't want to get hit in the face. And I'm sure without it on, you're thinking the same thing, but just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh, don't have to fight those guys. Almost did by reflex. Going in all these rooms, just trying to find the damn safe. It doesn't have just grenades in it. Keep discarding them, because, again, if I don't have at least one open inventory slot, it'll just tell me there's nothing in the safe. Or does Stephen Colbert, helmet technology back then was less about protecting head and more about clothing it. It's true. Oh, just jumped over that security plate. Really was, though. I will say the old school goalie masks did have a cool look to them, even if they weren't very practical. I don't need more Band-Aids. They just don't. I have so many Band-Aids and health kits. More Band-Aids. It's because I'm a doctor. I don't want these things. One of the running jokes in our household was that we really for a long time didn't have any Band-Aids in our house. We just had like piles of gauze that would end up in pockets and whatever. And, clean, unused gauze, to be clear. And like tape. I was like, that's good enough. We don't need Band-Aids. So it was probably a couple of years. Hey, there's a package we're looking for. Excellent. I'm out here. Before we had legitimate Band-Aids in this household. Get a cut? It's like, well, we can clean it out and I can make a old tape dressing for you. It's way less efficient, but don't have to buy it at the store, so, you know. Taking the elevator down, I'm refilling my tea. Here we go. Just give me I'm just leaving. Don't worry, I'm leaving, man. Here's a quick question. I got the package. I wonder if I dip into one of these rooms, if the safe reloads. I'm just curious about that. Because I looted all these. I find nothing. I have an open inventory slot, so that should work. Villain, did you do anything interesting today? That would be, you know, decent to mention on a Twitch stream. Not the indecent stuff. That's for a different. It's for a different stream. All right, let's go turn in that mission. Excellent. All right, that was a lot of work for not as much money as I would have wanted in the beginning. All right, this is an easy, quick mission. Sure. Hit 405 on the machine squat, so that's nice. Like 65 on it, but you know, yeah, there's pulleys, there's things like that. That's good. Good stuff. I think that's, if I know, you know, some, you're kind of rebuilding, that's a hell of a good achievement. I went to the gym today as well and got to watch a guy be really obnoxiously creepy to some poor girl who was just doing a workout. I was like, ugh. She handled it well. I was like, dismissed him pretty quickly, but I was like, man, that would be annoying. That would be very annoying. This is like Planet Fitness, so you're like, come on, man. This is... You're not at Gold's Gym here. What are you doing? Leave people alone. Isn't it? It is ridiculous. Yeah, I was just like, ugh. So painful to watch. But again, he was readily handled quickly and like was dismissed. Healing up, healing up. Healing up. Pushing people in the gym is already a dicey proposition. Yeah. There's almost no good outcome because you're probably like what? You're going to go up and give unsolicited information. You know, and people are like correcting form. There's a way you can do it. I mean, I used to, for injury and stuff, I used to do, it was like training for an actual powerlifting meet. And one of the like super monster dudes in the gym gave me, like, I was doing shoulder presses at the very beginner level, and he gave me awesome advice, but prefaced it with like, I don't want to be that guy. But what he said was, I don't want to be that guy, but I learned this trick with doing shoulder press. Would you like to know what it is? And I was like, yes, I would. That was actually a very nice way to introduce yourself. So we're going to go back over here and get some higher priced runs. But yeah, that was a nice way to impart information, I was asked, trying to go into the bar here, and there's a fight breaking out, and there you go. Baba Shango's got a bunch of sad, sentient jelly beans. I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry that your blobs are sad. What are those things? I see them everywhere, but I don't know what they are. Now, why are they sad? That's what I want to know. Generally, a commercial gym, if you're afraid someone is being unsafe, just let the employee know. That way you avoid any awkward, unwanted advice. Baba! Yeah, that's fair. I'm under contract. Oh, dang it. I never went and turned that in. Ugh. Okay, I'll be back. Kano looking dude. Yeah, that's, I don't know if you've ever seen like somebody doing Olympic lifts in a gym that clearly does not want you to do Olympic lifts, especially when they're doing it sketchily. That's always fun. Oh, I've been in gyms where you're supposed to do Olympic lifts and they look sketchy. Baba yells. Wait, did I not? Oh, no, I had a little quick contract. Oops, man. Guys got me all distracted. That's Villain's fault. I have to just go over here. I go talk to this gang and dip out. Baba, how's your night going? You just arrived, right? You just arrived. Just saving before I get jumped and murdered again. That was not fun. Yes. Yes, you just arrived. All right, well, welcome. Good to see you. Well, we're going to give him first aid. Yeah, man. Easy money. Every time. I have to actually get up early and go to work and run a meeting tomorrow. Makes me sad. Doesn't really, but Means I actually have to go to sleep at a somewhat reasonable hour tonight, which is unusual. I am eating pasta in celebration of Lovable. Well, that's kind of you. I hope Lovable Villain knows that you appreciate him that much. Once. Oh, excellent. This is what I want. Matrix Run. Fizzled funds. So this dude ain't got that. I'll pay to have you go into their data store and cover his acquisitions by uploading the doctored file. I will do that. Yes. Excellent. These, the Matrix runs are going to make us a lot more money than the other runs. I did that other one that was super long just because I wanted something to... I kept asking that guy for a run, and he wouldn't give me one that I wanted. This type of run. So I was finally like, okay, I got to do something different. So I got into a super long Matrix run, which probably wasn't worth it in the end. Right. Save before you go into the Matrix. You have that same shirt? Yeah, it's an awesome shirt. Well, they haven't been really used much lately, have they? That makes me sad. No, not the troll. This guy. Go cyberspace. Passcode. Yeah, that's sad face. Do we all? Yeah, I guess we do. I mean, at this point, we have almost as much TV time as they have recently, right? Talking about the AEW House of Black here. All Elite Wrestling. Come on, buddy. Let's get you in there. All right, here we go. Okay, we're going to go. Yeah. Here are the former trios champs. Yeah. Yep. No. You have to fight this thing. This should be pretty easy for Phantom at this level. Spoke too soon. We form a trios tag where we each play the Crusher at various stages of his life. Sure. I don't think there's a law that says we can't. I think there's a municipality of people mostly around me that'll get it. Even then, they're probably going to be weirded out a little bit. Not going to lie. But I don't think he can't do it. We need to really up that program. That's going to be helpful. That's one of our, hopefully by the end of tonight, goals here. Bob, I was talking earlier, actually, we were talking about the Crusher. And I was telling a story about the time you saw the statue being unveiled. Dibs on the running with the Kagura. Fair? Fair. Ooh, not the right data store, but I'll take that. Leave node. We have to upload the file, so it's got to be probably that other square database. Velociraptor indeed, sir. Yeah. Go to node. Yeah. Try to sneak by. And it's just he's not having luck with that tonight. Villain, have you ever taken the time to do yourself a favor and watch some Crusher promos? Like some good old Crusher on the microphone. There's a YouTube video. It's like a little mini doc, like 5 to 8 minutes long on the Crusher. Narrated by Mean Gene Okerlund, I might say, which is worth a watch. And if you watch that, you got to appreciate that guy has a statue in his honor here. Milwaukee loves it, some wrestling. I do believe, I don't know if he's still Ring of Honor, the Bruce City Brawler? I think he's kind of a Crusher tribute guy. He definitely looks Milwaukee. Yeah, you're doing yourself a favor looking it up, you turkey neck. Yeah, I believe the Crusher was often paired with Dick the Bruiser. Like on and off tag team partners. Of course, they break up and fight each other. All that good wrestling stuff. Do I even need to do this, or do I have a full deck? View. I need one more file, so we're gonna have to go turn off the alarm. Did Crusher make it to AWA? Into AWA, or was he before that? Lots of Northern Wrestling boys in the AWA. He was definitely AWA. I think that was his main area, if I remember correctly. Cancel the alert. Yeah, he was definitely AWA. Transfer data. One more file. I got one more file. Come on. Give me one more. One more. There we go. Nice. Now we can leave. We did the mission, and then we stole a bunch of data that we're going to go sell. So it's like double duty, double cash. All right. Go sell it to the cash buying guy, the data buying guy. 1,600, we'll take that. This one's useless. The bank account numbers are useless. Come on, bro. The scheduling, though, $600. The other scheduling, $600. This one's useless. All right, got a couple extra grand out of that. Somebody is planning to harm her. Hey, what's going on here? Shaken by your presence, runs away. Hey, made $100. Nice. You are welcome, citizen. Okay. Let's go get us another run. I think I was about to be attacked, so we're gonna dip. Gonna get into the cab instead of being attacked by whatever was coming our way there. Ugh. Get another Matrix run out of this guy. Crusher and Dick the Bruiser tagged against Larry the Axe Henning and Harley Race. Yeah. Yep. You have to walk your dog. Okay. Give that dog a walk. Give that dog a walk while we talk about wrestling. Conversation that I think Baba would have enjoyed, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, we're on another Matrix run. See, that was a lot more cash than we made in the last. Perfect, simple Matrix. Coffin Hotel, holding an informant. And I have to set up a team. Usually crash their CPU. These are fun. All right, we're gonna crash the CPU. But before we do, we're gonna steal a bunch of data. You know how we do. Yeah, the Crusher, Dick the Bruiser, Larry the Axe. How much alcohol was consumed in and around that match is a question. By Harley Race and everybody. I bet it was epic amounts. Maybe not Andre the Giant amounts, but probably worth considering. At least among the four of them, I guess. The smell in that locker room was probably horrendous, yeah. I bet that was a really warm and cuddly locker room, too, back in that day. Guys are really known for being inviting, especially of new guys. Sure, that was really easy to walk into. But I bet there's a lot of sketchy stuff in those AWA locker rooms back in the day. I can only imagine. For it being a pretty warrior body guy in that locker room. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't imagine that went over very well. I don't see the AWA wrestling, locker rooms as being the most progressive, inviting places. Especially not in the 60s and 70s. One of the cool things was when so the episode we released today with Dr. Dropkick or John Dropkick Murphy did watch a bunch of his old wrestling footage. Nice, we got in. And it was actually, it's from the 30s and 40s, so you're not going to see a lot of high-flying maneuvers there. But he did the dropkick, and it's kind of cool to watch, just for the history of it all, if nothing else. Pretty grainy, but yeah. And like for the time, doing a dropkick, like leaving the mat, it's a 1940s wrestler, unheard of, insane and reckless. Just not done at the time. Those are the workaholic days. Okay, we are going to go check this other square out and see if it's got. We want to see an orange square-shaped node, which is a data store, because they have higher value data. So we're going to see if this other one, when we go up to it and attack it, is orange or not. Dropkick was a finisher once upon, yeah. Although the footage I saw, he would drop it multiple times. But, yeah, it was, it was a time when you just didn't see that stuff, so. This thing's just not going to let me in. Come on. 8th time's a charm. See, I'm trying not to attack it, because then I could just sneak by it. And until it gets mad at me doing this, there's really no harm in me doing this over and over again, except for having to hear that sound. Sorry. Okay, I'm just going to attack it because I'm getting bored of that. Ow! Realistically, a man jumps and kicks you in the face with both... Realistically, if a man jumps up and kicks you in the face with both feet. Yeah, I mean... Probably. Well, it's probably... I don't know. I guess it's where they connect with you. Probably. Never taken a dropkick. I don't know. I imagine you probably have, villain, right? How brutal is a dropkick? I don't say that because you're a bad person. I know you have some wrestling background. Pressure probably wasn't getting up to the face. Maybe not. No, maybe not. I have to go 2 steps to get to the CPU. I'm going to turn off the alarm is a yellow caution passive alert. I don't want it to get to active because it starts to make things tougher on me. It can kick me out and stuff. Yeah, the Crusher probably wasn't doing a lot of top rope maneuvers. But back in that, I think in the AWA then, I think commonly if you went over the top rope, you were disqualified, right? I think that was because they thought it was really dangerous or something. I mean, I guess it kind of can be, but taking a dropkick is pretty nice as long as you get your hand up. It actually hurts more giving one. Oh, okay, fair. Can see that. Apparently, Dropkick Murphy was able to sometimes land back on his feet. Could you do that right now, villain? Dropkick land on feet? I have no available storage. How many files do I have? Oh, now we gotta... Yeah, alright. I'm gonna erase that file. I've got a bunch of big files. That's really annoying. Dropkick and land in a hospital. See? That's how it goes. Perfect. Small file. File size doesn't necessarily matter as far as how valuable it is, but it just seems like the bigger size files do tend to get you more money. So I have to go back and forth with the stupid CPU to keep turning off the alarm so that I can keep looting these files. I can only fit 1 or 2 more, so we're almost done. Cancel alert, and then I gotta come back and crash that node. Don't let me forget to do that. I actually can't fit that file. Oops, transfer data. Give me a 30 to 40 size or less. This game is like some days you get all the rolls you want on this game, and then other days you just get nothing that you want. Ah. Dropkick and a Beeline Hospital. So are you saying that it would be worse if you don't get the hand up to block? And has that ever happened to you? Cancel alert. Oh, we just gotta steal like one more file. This is being so painful here. Transfer. If it fits. Okay, I think we're good then. Oh, wait, no, I can't leave yet. I gotta kill the system and then we're good. And then we're done with this run. All right. Crash system. That's the object of this Shadowrun. Yep. All right, now we sell data. Then we collect other payment. All right, routing is useless. 800, useless. 4,000. See, that's what you do it for. Email data, $4,000. That's a big hit in this game. We love to see that, boys and girls. Everybody loves to see it. All right, let's go collect our money. How much do we have so far? 32. Okay, I think we only need about 8 more to get the next step, Cyberdeck. So we're almost there. We are finally almost there. Oh man, he's just giving Matrix run after Matrix run. Like, I know it's monotonous, but this game is monotonous. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay. Go bust another computer system. So you can imagine why the cheat code where you can get a bunch of money, you can get a bunch of karma, that's your experience points, all that stuff is so tempting because you can really fly far ahead in this. Oh, okay. Fly far ahead in this game, but I had never beat it without those things. So again, that's why we're doing this the hard way. We're trying to play the game more or less as the programmers of the day had wanted us to. And that's actually a little bit painful, to be honest. More than a little bit. It's not. Actually, I don't mind. I grind this game all day. My feet are cold. I'm going to go ahead and put them on my dog. Let's go, boy. You have to accept it. You're my dog. Still waiting for another visit from one of the cats. Hasn't happened yet. Like this computer system, because it's small, we're immediately there. This game came out in 1994, and we didn't even have the internet until 1993. Kind of cool. They perfectly captured how we use computers today. Exactly. Exactly. There is at least a little bit of humor that's not lost on me. The fact that, like, I'm playing the Matrix on my computer. Damn it. Ugh. So that thing just ate my program, and now we have to reload, because that's why we save every time we go into the Matrix. Those are rare, but when they happen, it just annihilates your program, and that's like $10,000 gone. So we're definitely not gonna let that stand. Ugh. Brutal. But yeah, so I'm playing, I'm playing the Matrix on my modern computer. So yeah, I'm actually hacking the Matrix on my actual computer. Just the exact visual way I would want it to be. I do think it would be cool if VR gets to the point of where it was in Giant Mnemonic. That looked like fun. Alright, here we go. Kill this thing. Giant Mnemonic made the internet look pretty cool. I mean, to some degree, hackers did too. It was ridiculous, but... You've never seen Giant Mnemonic. Ice-T's in it. The dolphin is a main character in it. It's not to like. I'm trying to remember, there's like the main premise of the story is that it's not unlike Shadowrun. Like Keanu Reeves is the main character and he has to carry this data file in his head. There's like a hard drive in his brain. And he has to like carry it from one part of the world to another by like, they plug in a thing and it gets downloaded. Dolphin loaded with cyber. You're absolutely right. Yep, A+. But yeah, so the whole premise is that the data file that he gets downloaded is too big for his storage drive, so it's like leaking out and destroying his brain. And I cannot remember what size they said the file was. I want to say it was like, it's like 10 gigabytes or something, which is now in modernity really ridiculously small. It's Keanu Reeves. He's doing Keanu stuff, Dolph Lundgren's in that movie. He plays a crazy street preacher. Ooh, this is a fun bit of lore. That is way deep and probably only appreciated by a few people in this room right now. One of my actual pen and paper... Perfect. Finish the run. One of my actual pen and paper RPG characters was kind of a variant of that crazy street preacher character that Dolph Lundgren had in that movie. True story. He was an axe-wielding orc who was insane. And actually, Brandon, now you have to watch that movie. Because you will appreciate that. Yeah, one of probably Dolph Lundgren's best movie, I would say. I think he was in a boxing movie too, but I think it was Johnny Mnemonic. Give me some more data. It is him, yes. That is the character. That's who I was thinking of when I made that pen and paper version. So we played Shadowrun pen and paper RPG. Love this universe that much. Okay, I'm trying to download files. I forgot how many I have. I need 3 more. 5 files total. There's a bunch of other cool stuff. They had like laser whips in that game, which I think in Shadowrun would be close to the monofilament blade or the monofilament whips, right? There's definitely a lot of borrowing. But I know this game is... I don't remember the title of the book, but it is based off a specific cyberpunk book. It's written by a guy named Gibson. I only remember that because he's one of the escort missions in the game. Like, that name is used. Come on, give me one more. Yeah, get that. Oh, gotta get one more file. Weird tangent, I actually ran into one of the... When I was working at a hospital, I think back in residency, I ran into like it wasn't like a nurse, but it was like another person in the hospital who had the name Rotz, like was like a last name. I didn't know it was a real last name. Am I taking over a Gibson? No, that's a Hackers reference. Hack the Gibson. And honestly, now that I say that out loud, I wonder if that's why they named it that in that movie too. Hackers did have some real computer hacking buzzwords in it, like, and very loosely based in reality hacking depictions, but, you know, still charming. Bob, would you ever make a character using the whips, or did he just whip? And that's something else around. Hey, Bob would never. That never got out of hand. All right, we got what we need. Let's get out of here. Hopefully get a bunch of $4,000 files. Hackers was way ahead of its time. You're not wrong. Everybody was hacking on, like, didn't they have, like, mostly Apple laptops? If I remember correctly. You hacked the planet. Who is your favorite character in Hackers? 600, nothing. 400, okay, it's not nothing. Wasn't the greatest data haul. I think Serial Killer is a pretty good one. So, also, because if you play the game of, like, what celebrity do you look like, a lot of people will say Matthew Lillard for me. I can kind of see it, but maybe not since I grew the mustache. Zero Cool, yeah. I mean, you know, main character, what? That main character energy, I get it. White Bear. Oh, Lone Star just took $500 off me. Devs can make a face that looks like. Yeah, I can. Just a dude trying to find himself. Because it has a 6.2 on IMDb. Ironic millennials are becoming too powerful. You're saying that score is too high? I think that score is pretty reasonable, to be honest with you. That's just me. All right, how much we got? Oh, I just need another couple grand. All right. Actually, let's do. We should be able to get it if we go do a Vigor mission, right? Yeah, let's see if I can get one more Matrix run out of this guy. Like, if you take away the ridiculousness of Hackers, I don't think the rest of it was that terrible. Okay, it was. So the bad guy, the Plague, and then the girl who was, like, not his wife, but, like, his girlfriend or something, she was a terrible actress. Just, like, really, maybe that's just a bad movie. Maybe she just phoned in that movie hardcore, and I wouldn't blame her if she did, but I just remember her emoting very poorly. But the Plague had a skateboard, and he had a VR unit where he was throwing punches and stuff. That was some good stuff. Just like real life now. Oh, he's just not going to give me a Matrix run. Come on, buddy. One more. And one more. I just need one more to get me through. 20. What's 20? 50. No. I remember Joey's character. You knew he was going to have the redemption arc. He was going to be the hackiest hacker of them all in the end. He was accepted because of his hackiness. He was the closest to the Gibson. Sorry if there's spoilers. Let's talk about the clothing they were wearing for much of that show, man. Some of the outfits in that movie were just, I don't know what they were. I don't know if they would ever have been cool. Change the plot, the setting, and the characters is a pretty good movie. I think you just changed two of those things. One dude went to jail. He never got a resolution. I think he was the guy in Con Air. Which dude? The Joey dude? No, but he gets busted, or his mom intervenes and it's broken out, right? Or are you talking about the Plague, the bad guy in Hackers? Was he in Con Air? Is that true? Oh my God, he will not give me the mission I want. King of 9X. Was he in? Oh yeah, IMDb that. That's I definitely don't remember his name as an actor, but oh, give me one more Matrix run. Come on, man. Got a photographic memory. Remember all those passwords. I remember one of the passwords when he walks through the office is Kermit. I remember that. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. Nice. Okay, finally got a Crash or CPU Matrix run. Ugh, finally. Okay. If I can get $4,000 out of this, we are in business. We will be in business. And of course, the Plague. Also, the guy who played that character famously was the scientist in the Short Circuit series. He was voicing in retrospect, very problematic accent. Sure, he'd like to take that one back nowadays, but what are you gonna do? They say it was a different time. Con Air is a sequel to Hackers. I mean, fine. I'm okay with that lore. I haven't seen Con Air in a minute, that's for sure. One of Steve Buscemi's best. Definitely one of his best. Wasn't Malkovich was the bad guy, right? He was Cyrus the Virus. Nicolas Cage? Yeah, I mean, who else was in that movie? What other gems came from Con Air? It might have been one of the best movies ever made now that I'm kind of mulling it over here. Like, at least one of the best casts. Where am I supposed to go? I go find the CPU. Can't find anything about King 9X. He's hacked himself out of existence. Probably true. Probably true. Wait, did I already... Oh, I already went through the CPU. I'm an idiot. Wasn't paying attention. There's no way he doesn't exist on the internet. He has to exist on the internet. Everything that ever was is on the internet. Let's go see if this other node has better data in it. Come on, orange. Be orange. Nope. All right, well. Bank account numbers, these won't be worth a lot, so we're just going to grab and dip. They should be worth a lot just because they're bank account numbers, but... Corporate profile. Bank account numbers, one more. This is pretty quick. Nice. I just gotta kill the CPU and then we're done. That was a quick one. I don't know if we'll get enough money like we want, but we'll see. We'll see. Is there any, do you still have Hackers pulled up on IMDb? And if so, is there any interesting trivia that was on there? One of the things I do remember, I don't know if it's on there, but, what's his name? Johnny Miller? Right, Johnny Lee Miller? He's Scottish. He had to, like, try an American accent out, which is partly why he sounds so weird sometimes. He's like saying things as an American, and we sound weird, though, in fairness to him. 800, 100, 600,000. Yeah, that's not a terrible haul there. Nice. Baba is actually right. He's not literally right, is he? In terms, or he's just the King of 9X guy was in Con Air. How right was Baba? I'm glad you found that. Okay, we need to go out that way anyway, so I'm gonna go do that run real quick, come back, turn it in, and then I'm going to karma up Velociraptors. Okay, we are 3,000 away from what we need, I think. Next is also Freak in Hackers, and he plays Sally Can't Dance. That's right. Okay, that's right. Dang. Did he do anything after all that? Or was that... Did he peak there? I mean, if he peaked there, it's fine. He was in Hackers and Con Air. So, yeah, I mean, maybe. Maybe just call it a career after that. I feel like he was in something else. He was kind of very notable background character actor, I'd say. Or notable for being that. Maybe not overall notable, since I forgot who he was. Okay, we're not going to take that mission. We're going to go see if we have enough for that stupid Cyberdeck. Had some TV roles recently. Well, that's something. Hope he's doing well. The other question is, does he have any of the clothing from that movie still in his closet? Okay, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Cyberdecks. It's the... Not that one. Oh, 6... I'm not... 60 MCP, hardening 3-2, response 1. 60? I'm not grinding that out right now. Ha! Jeez. Things are expensive in this game. Okay, there's a... I think there's a Yakuza. There's somebody I know I can talk to that I might be able to get a cheaper one. So let me go try to do that. He was Scorpio in a movie called Just Another Romantic Wrestling Movie. Really? Ugh, I really don't want this to happen. Actually, can I just run? Oh. These strike teams are brutal, man. I haven't saved in a little while, so we're going to fight this one through, man. Okay, and then we're going to, just because we're in here, let's reload. Clips. Reload. Okay. Neutral. He's on medium. Why are you on medium offense? Go defense, dummy. Too many menu switches. Put Winston there. That was fun. Jeez. Those strike teams suck. Definitely need tougher armor. This light combat armor you'd think should be pretty good, but man, they're eating through it. I don't know why. Synopsis. Jewish man falls in love with a wrestling princess. It's a no-holds-barred quest for her love. What's that IMDb rating? And when did that come out? That's insane. Okay. Let's save before that happens again. Oof, rough. Yeah, when on earth did that movie come out? 2006, a cool 1.4 out of 10. Ugh, yikes. That hurts. I was going to go to a club over here and hopefully get the contact I need here. Ooh, that's brutal. What are the do you have some reviews about it? Because that's really bad even for an IMDb. You know, full of, as you said earlier, the ironic millennials. I mean, the premise sounds so bad. All right, let's go back and see. This is a guy. Wait, nope. Go in. All right, my reputation's high enough. I get to just walk into the bar here. Excellent. All right, this is Caleb Brightmore. He's the guy who hired my brother in this game before that brother was killed doing a Shadowrun. All right. You're looking for me. I know you're looking for me. I'm sad to say I also know why. Truly sorry about your brother's death. He was a good friend. Ours is a dangerous business. Too dangerous of late. Tell me about his last Shadowrun. Michael's mission was to seek out a specific cave for an interested party. Sadly, I don't know much more than that. They were warned of the dangers in traveling through the wilderness, but ambushes aren't part of your typical forest. His team was traveling on restricted lands when they were killed. Like, he was on the DNR lands, I guess. As a result, the scene of the crime was closed to me. I believe the official cause was listed as death from superior firepower. I mean, I don't know if a medical examiner can write that on a modern form, but maybe. As to who's behind all this, again, I know very little. I was only the agent in this final contract to receive my orders from an elf named Frosty. Come on, Frosty the elf. For all the times in this game where they feel like the writing is really clever, I feel like Frosty the elf was a weak turn. Last, nothing ever simple as it appears. The reviews are all super long. Sorry. Well, they're super long and bad, I'm guessing. I have been unable to learn more about her despite repeated attempts, as my reputation is not quite the hand to feed that would suggest you seek her out. I know she spends a lot of time in the Puyallup Barrens. Go look for her there. All I can tell you regarding your brother. Something else I can tell you. I guess I'm looking for work. What do you got? Oh, excuse me. Renraku. Alright, so I can do... Ooh, man, that pays pretty well. That might buy that deck. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let's try it. We'll save. We'll see. And since I do have to work early tomorrow, what time? Yeah, we got some time yet. Alright, I will save, but let's try his run. He's pays pretty good there. But I don't know if that means this is going to be near impossible. We'll see. Maybe we will sell some guns too. So I feel like I'm going to get jumped by one of those teams again in a second. It's really annoying. Make sure our inventory is pretty clear. Okay, we got 2 med packs there. 2 there. Maybe we don't have as much crap as I thought. Alright, how about we buy disposable equipment? Okay, at least buy 1. Haggard man collapses at your feet. His skin is pale and cold. Well-dressed man. It's followed by 2 ordinary thugs. I'm a doctor, and this patient has escaped. You'll often see doctors running out in the street after their patients. That is very common. Oh, Cake Up. I appreciate you, buddy. You sleepies, you get some sleep. You're very, very nice of you to stop by. And I appreciate the follow as well. I was just making sure you did follow. Have a good night, buddy. All right. They work for this insane sound. This one, their patients. To show probably okay. I get $50 there. All right, we're in. Let's go find this dude. I think it's a kind of run we're doing, right? Employee wants to change. Okay, we'll see. We've done this place before, but not always at this level. All right, whew, my fake ID still works. That's good. Have a good night, buddy. $50. Boy, they have like security right at the door. You don't always see that. 4 frag grenades. Cool. Still have some inventory. Actually, we're going to give some med kits to the elf who's best at using them. And to free up some slots. Wish you can get like more carrying capacity in this game. It would be very helpful. Nothing. It's a dead-end hallway down there. I remember that from last time. If we're really lucky, this guy's just chilling on the first floor, but we're definitely not going to be. Definitely not going to be. There's no way. No way can I manifest that into existence, right? So far, no. I think the first floor is pretty limited here, though, in fairness. Security cameras. We're just going to walk by them like nothing happened. Yep. Good thing my fake ID works again. Doesn't always, but really nice when it does. Oh, no way. This is the dude. What? That's the most fortune we've had all night. All right, we're out of here, man. That is awesome. Oh, poor phantoms wandering around that room not being helpful. Weird. Whew, man, even the security badge at the end let me out. What is going on? Our luck is turning around. All right. I like when that happens. So we've just been getting killed on those rolls all night. In fact, I'm going to save it before I get jumped by another strike team. Okay, so we'll go turn on that mission and see if I can get that contact off him. We'd love to see it. That was... You could go up 6 different floors to find that guy, and he just happened to be on the first floor. It's nice when that happens. For as unkind as this game is often. Alright, we're gonna go in, turn in our mission. Perfect. Okay, and then I need information, looking for contact. Sergeant, I can make things simpler for Lone Star. Kip David, I think that's who we need. Give me the Corp Decker. Wait, how much was it? Oh, well, whatever. Let me call that person. I'm going to call that Corporate Decker and see what kind of cool stuff they have. All right. Kip David. Looks strangely like the guy who keeps hiring me at the other bar. An eternity passes as the vid phone beeps the other end. Finally, Kip connects. Your name is really Kip. Okay, it's fine. I'm kind of busy. We do this another time. No. We do it now. All right. He's working on a really whiz program. Awesome. Don't lose my train of thought. Okay, fine. Give me Cyberdeck. I got a small supply. I got a Fairlight Excalibur for 185,000. Are you ridiculous? That's not a deal. Ugh. I think if you call them up and just be like, "Can you tell me about the computers? How they work?" I won't do that. You may have heard of Rebound and Degrade. I don't. Jeez. Gross. This guy's way too expensive. Okay, well. Okay, I don't want to just... Alright, I'm sorry to have bothered you. None of this... Alright, fine. Tell me about the Matrix. Okay, yep. I knew all that information. Cool, thanks. Well, dang. That's a lot of money for stupid Cyberdeck. I'm gonna have to like get the next level up, but not that high right now. Ares run. Let me see if he'll give me another one at Renraku. That wasn't a terrible price though, honestly. Expert runners, yeah, there's no way Phantom is an expert runner. I'm just gonna, he'll get shredded in there, so let's try again. Alright, go to Renraku. Package for $4,000. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll do that one for you. Do you a solid there. Love to see it. Boy, I thought that Cyberdeck was 40. Do you always have that Genesis graphic with the cartridge beneath your screen, or is that new? No, I've had it since my first stream. It has been there. I was trying to jazz it up, make it look all like I'm playing on an old TV, that sort of thing. Hager man collapses at your feet. Skin is pale and cold touch. Well-dressed man, Doctor. Okay. At least take $50 for leaving them alone. I figure each game that I play retro style will just change that graphic up, so see what I'm doing, you know. All right, security guard, wave past, go get safe. So this is one I have to find something in the safe. I thought it was going to be in that safe, and I was going to just squeal. I don't mind you. You're fine. Okay, we don't want all these grenades. These grenades are stupid. Discard. You got a bunch of grenades too, dummy. Whoa! Oh man, hellhounds. This sucks. That went south really quickly. Good thing I saved it. Let's try that again. Oops. Oof. Like, they didn't give me any indication they were going to jump me there. Ouch. Man, am I just going to have to, like, get a bunch of stronger guns? I might just, like, upgrade everybody to, at least maybe my guy to shotguns or something, because I feel like they do a lot more damage. I feel like the Hellhounds did not care what kind of idea I had. Dude. Oops. Man, they're all over me. Okay, this is clearly... Okay, I think I can tell where this is gonna go. Let's just... Nope. Okay. Can I just load from in here? No, come on. Okay, there's no way. I think we just got dumb lucky on that first run. I think we need much stronger stuff. Boo! Oh, no, come on. Let me out. Oh, this is painful because I gotta... I will reset so I can reload that save. I don't want to wait for that alarm to go off. Oh, that was brutal. All right, I bit off more than I can chew there. We'll step it down a little. I know we can go get decent cash though. That's why I saved it. So I was like, this might not go well. So we'll just go back up and tell him, you know what? We died twice doing your run. If I remember correctly, I think this guy has the toughest runs in the game. So. See, like, those Matrix runs pay so well. So that's why I'm kind of focusing on trying to get this Decker up to snuff. That's okay. Nope. I-fibers are beating up this dude's master. All right. Well, fine. We'll intervene. There we go. That's how we do. All right, let's call a taxi. We're going to go out here to Puyallup. I'm going to go to Vigor. Actually, first, let's... how are we doing experience-wise? Magic, tribute skills. He's got 32. Dang, we got to spend some karma. Let's go spend some karma. Let's go spend it. Let's go find a hotel room for these gentlemen. All right. Let's see here. All right. So here we're going to put his negotiation up because we'll at least get some more money. I think yes to that. Okay, cool. Phantom, we're going to turn your computer up more. So it's going to be 18, right? Is there anything else I would want to do? No, we don't really care about that. Like, it was no negotiation. Like, Phantom, you can just tell him whatever price, and he's like, yes, I will pay that. Like, no. Probably not the guy you want to take along when you buy a car, I would think. All right, cool. So next is going to be 20. Okay, so making Phantom better. He does need better equipment anyway, just to reach his full potential. What are we going to do with old Winston here? Winston is... Let's make you really good at shotguns, I guess. Feel like that's his thing. Trick question. No one wants to talk to Phantom. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, general firearms. So we'll just, I don't know. I'm kind of just upgrading random stuff on this guy now. Old Winston. I don't think we're going to have him super much longer. All right. All right. Phantom's better at computers. Right, let's go get a... We came out here to get a run from this dude. Nope, not that dude. This dude. It's always a bar fight when you try to go into this bar. I feel like I should take all the footage I've saved. Ugh, another bar fight. Of playing this game and then just do like a full... Take every bit of it for however many billion hours it'll be, condense it into a 5-minute clip. It's sped up, like just crazy sped up. All right, give me some work. Moderate Matrix run. I wonder if he can do this. Think he can do this? Sure. What's the worst that could happen? We'll just save it. We'll see if it happens. right, we'll see if he can do. We'll see if Phantom can do moderate runs. All right, buddy. Let's see what you got. See what you got. I bet you'd be able to make out anything when you're walking in circles trying to get a Johnson. That yeah, it's true. You would just have a lot of that sped up, like just put yakety sax over it or something. All right, just save it. So actually, let me do one thing here. About to be attacked. Oh, for crying out loud. Just trying to use the freaking vid phone and Street Tough's coming up. All right, just want to make sure. All right, see if you can do a moderate run, buddy. I mean, he's had some touch and go with some of the simple runs, so I don't know. We'll see. Storage. View. Okay, no files there, and deck stats. I just want to see one thing here. Memory is 50. I wonder if I can upgrade that where I am. Whatever. I think if you do upgrade the memory on these, when you do buy a new board, new Cyberdeck, I think it actually carries over, which is nice. Yeah, K-Cup was here. How long were you walking your dog? Ooh, made it in. Okay. All right. See what you got. See what you got here. Kitties. Kitties. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. Again, I'm cautiously optimistic. Cautious. Emphasis on the cautious. Yeah, let's go to the CPU. I've done so many Matrix runs at this point, I can tell that the layout of the system is something I haven't done yet. Yep. Decide what pet we're going to make K-Cup buy. I think we're going to try to convince him to buy a cat. He needs another cat in his life. Oh, Phantom is missing left and right here. I have a feeling this is not going to go well enough. I need to get stronger programs is the thing. Where are you going to buy an alligator? Given where he lives, it doesn't make any sense. Wait, he hit the first one and then he misses every other one. If I can get in here, though. Yeah, so now this is, yeah, that tracks. Oh, we're going to reload that save game, and we're going to pick a different run. You get stronger if you hit a raccoon for a pet. It's true. It's true. Oh, man, that's this game sometimes. Oof. I won't. All right, let me see. I might be able to. I want to see if I can upgrade his programs. And then maybe make that a doable mission for him. I've got enough to do that much. We're investing in our decker tonight, so let's invest. Because if I can get his Cyberdeck to... He's already got the skills, but if I can get his Cyberdeck up enough, he should be able to start making some real money. All right, so... What can I upgrade? Cyberdeck upgrades, okay. So extra storage... No, I need extra memory, because that's where the programs load, right? Okay, and then... This is compatible with wire reflex, which increases the person's attack speed. Well, in cyber combat, cost is 5,000 per increase. I don't know if I want to do that or I want to just make the... He typically hits fast enough, I think. So let's try the combat. So maybe I can do this. Let's bring that to level 5. Dang, let's bring it to level 6. Now it's getting pricey. Okay, now let's go see if we can buy that deception program at a higher level. Nope, not cyberware. Not cyberware. We need to play with this computer. Okay, so now you have this higher program. 72. So his free memory is only 8. Ugh. Gross. And this program's already 18. So he needs a lot more. Dang. Okay, so we just gotta buy some more memory. Don't know how much his Cyberdeck can currently hold, but I guess we'll find out. We're prioritizing. We really just need the 2 programs. We can get by with the 2 programs, so. Yep. Okay, so that deck is maximized. Okay, yeesh. So we're going to go buy a higher level deception program, which we have to go to the crime mall to get. And then let's see if he can do this run after that. He might be able to. I'm just going to do a quick save in case I get jumped by another strike team. That's always fun when it happens. Nope, that's not the crime mall. Is this the crime mall? Nope, that's not the crime mall. Hate when you get lost looking for the crime mall. I bet the crime mall is a gnarly flea market. Alright, give me your illegal programs. Okay, so no effect on black ice. Okay. So size is 50. I don't think it'll even load that big. I'm just trying to like maximize what I can with this Cyberdeck. I think we're hitting the limit here. Oh no, we should be able to. Free memory. I bought a lot of memory. Whoops, never mind. That makes me happy. Alright. Alright, Phantom, you might actually be way more decent now. Way more decent. Let's go. Okay, we nuked our bank account, but we're investing in the future. Investing in the future. Okay, and... Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I goofed that one up. I goofed it. I bought too big of a program, and there's no way you can like go back and just install part of it. So let's just reload what I just did. I thought that was a possibility, which is why I saved it there. So we can upgrade it exactly once. Okay, and that has... How much do I have? Free memory is 48. Okay, so whatever I buy, this has to be less than 48. Okay. Doing the matrix maths. Okay, yep. Impressive figures in the crowd ahead. We'll move past. Software, all right. Give me the mask sense. And that will be 32. Okay, yeah, so that's the maximum. This means this Cyberdeck is as beefy as it can possibly be right now. For my purposes. Okay. Perfect. We only got 16 megabytes of free memory. Okay, well, we can do that. Let's save that, and then let's go do that matrix run. With our Stronger, better, faster. Phantom. I feel like I feel like this game should have saw cell phones coming. That everybody wouldn't have to go run and plug their head into a kiosk. Okay, cyberspace. Let's go with... I feel like I got some free memory. Why not? Got that Mega Drive on fire. Such an intense title, dude. You start with the black guys sitting behind this thing. Awesome. Yeah, it's this is my... I'm playing the actual cart. So this is the actual cart, but it's on a retro remake Genesis. I've been looking for this game for a long time, and finally, it's not that you can't find it. It's just I didn't want to pay like $80 for it because I just wanted to play it. And I was closest I got before this was going to it was like a big flea market swap meet that was kind of near where I live, and there was a game reseller there, and he had it, and I was all excited until I was like, oh, he has it in the box with a instruction book, and I was like, that sucks. He's like, well, it's only, what do you want for like 120 or something? Which honestly wasn't a terrible price, but I was like, I really wish you didn't have the box or the instruction book because I just want to play the game. And that makes it pricey. So I ended up finding it online finally. I think I paid $30, which is pretty good for this game. I believe that maybe there was some fear of reception of personal mobile devices, trusting the corporate kiosks to give higher security. That's a reasonable bit of lore. I'll buy that explanation. I think we can give we can give the grace of them trying to have to predict every technological advance in the way that most of society went with microtechnology. I think that also, let's be fair, some of the cyberpunk stuff in games like this is just kind of cooler the way this is. I don't know. That's probably just me being a kid of the 80s and 90s nostalgia talking, but I like your explanation. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Right. I don't remember if this was a Crash the Matrix. I think this was an upload a file one. We've already done better than he has done previously. So I'm liking these new program upgrades. It's good stuff. Is this, nope, not the data store I need. Oh. Okay, let's go to the next one. Well, welcome, Gallows Adler, right? Gallows Adler, welcome. Glad you stopped by. Decking isn't my favorite part, but I guess they did their best. Yeah, I will say in the Genesis game, perfect, this is the file I need. In Genesis game, this was definitely the highlight for me. The SNES game, that I thought that left something to be desired. But in this game, especially because I'm playing it with like no cheats and just trying to get money to upgrade that bit of it, I'm strengthening my decking because I know it's a way to get more money in the end. But I always liked the presentation of it, and back then it felt good. I haven't played a tabletop RPG, but I've heard people tell that the wide berth of net running can really slow the game or muddy the waters. So yeah, my friends and I definitely played the tabletop, and the tabletop RPG of this game is really complicated in a variety of ways. Oh, no storage available? How much do I have left? Just the way that the game was laid out, every action could result in multiple calculations and like 6-sided dice rolls, etc. And if you had a character who was a decker, they would have to play like that part of the game by themselves, and like the poor game master had to do had to learn this whole other system Villain, we did a little bit of it, but it was so difficult just to manage the regular combat that we just didn't really do a lot of it. And then that didn't even take into account that the tabletop RPG had the whole magic side of things where you could go into the astral plane and do this. And that, you basically, for the tabletop RPG, at least the time we played it, you could be learning 3 different tabletop RPG games just to kind of have the full Shadowrun experience. Oh, and that doesn't even take into account rigging, where you were like the guys who ran the vehicles or ran, all those sort of things, because that just was one more layer of like subset of rules. It really was quite difficult. Oh, I'm trying to transfer a 30 or less. Come on, give me one more. Oh, nice, just got it. All right, we're out of here. Jamming a Shadowrun game was head-in-hand screaming affair. It's very true, very true. Because everything had these like little +1, +2 modifiers, and it was just very difficult. I think I like the CP 2020's cyberpunk approach, but even then, it's tough. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe the decking like casting spells would be easier. I suspect that's probably true. Man on the street. Give him first aid. Gotta. I'm a doctor. Have to. Making some cash. Hi, Lemmy. My doggy Lemmy's here. Just want to go to the bar. It's a bar fight. There's always a bar fight here. Been to bars like this in Milwaukee. Yeah, but it was the tabletop RPG we ended up just playing most of the missions were just like guns, or we simplified. Like, yeah, you do the decking and you get the file, just because it was so difficult to run all bits of the game. Ooh, it's got a matrix run. Yeah, I'll take that one. I'm gonna go turn in all this data I got. I've been told to get NPC to do the decking. You in the tabletop RPG? Are you talking about? Go sell all this data. Or are you talking about this actual game? Still give some flavor, but allow the players to hack the missions that are yeah. Honestly, I'm trying to remember back like 20 years ago at this point, but I do think that's kind of how we did it. I remember the first character I made was a decker because in this game I enjoyed that, the first tabletop character I made, but it became so difficult for us to manage the rules that we just like moved past it. Kind of did that with 4th edition. Introduction of Technomancers. Characters that can look at the matrix without checking. They're like a mage, the astral plane, but man, losing all the imagery of plugging your cyber hack. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that definitely breaks the, I don't know, the visual allure of the universe, really, You have that like kind of tangible connection. Made a couple thousand on those files. I'll take that. I'm gonna go see if we can do this matrix run real quick. Yeah, I agree. There's something fun about it. Because I mean, look, we could still go this way with VR, or we can make it more like Lawnmower Man. What's that IMDb rating? I would agree. The Matrix gives me a lot of imagery, intrusive evils. Yeah. No, I think so. Like, I think that's what I would picture. We were talking earlier in the stream about. I definitely the gray hair that doesn't show up on the light either. Probably not good. No, I know. But we were talking earlier about Johnny Mnemonic, and that definitely had a cool, lots of cables feel to it. And that's sort of in my head how I picture the world of Shadowrun. But I think they're drawing off similar source material, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm sure Lawnmower Man's really bad. It wasn't good back then, so it's got to be horrible to watch now. I have access tonight. It does. Yeah, Lawnmower Man probably came out, what, like early 90s, maybe? Do you have Lawnmower Man? That's incredible if you do. Sure do. Wow. Maybe. We should have a Lawnmower Man watch party. The internet is a series of tubes. Fiber optic tubes, but tubes nonetheless. What? Yeah, a friend called Five. Defend your choice of owning that movie. Nice Shadowrun accomplished. All right, now we just all the gravy here. Oh, okay, fair enough, reasonable. What was There was a I gotta turn off the stupid alarm on this. Guess we'll have something like that, like the Reanimator films. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not seen. I know of it, but I don't think I saw one. I know it's like kind of a cult favorite for a lot of folks. Of the Reanimator films, to be clear. One more. Good answer. Hey, there's lots of movies that I love and I know they're bad, but you watch them at a certain time in your life, and so they just, they're just comfortable. Look how much storage do I have? I need to go. I feel like the storage went down on this thing. Oh. I have to go upgrade the storage. Fine. Make sure we're just out of here because we can't fit anything else. Cool. There was wasn't there like there was a horror movie, like a very B-level horror movie that was, it was supposed to be like a internet, it was like VR can kill you kind of movie, and man, I know that's vague and not much to work with, but I remember there's like this silver flying dragon creature in it, but it was all old school. It wasn't Tron. It was all old school graphics, like, earlier computer generated graphics, but done by a B movie studio. Dang, I'm gonna have to look it up. It's gonna drive me crazy at some point, but Tron's like the original Tron still was, at least for its time, pretty classic in a like techno advanced future kind of sense. Yeah, so look, we only did a few runs. Look how much of that money we've already made back. So like this was a good investment. Weird Science, I've only seen parts of it. It's always like one of those that's on, and I come across parts of it. I'm embarrassed to say I haven't seen it all the way through. And I know that should be within my wheelhouse age-wise, but some of those I just missed. I'll go upgrade this deck a little more. When I had to tell my wife, like we've remedied this since, but like I hadn't seen The Princess Bride when we met, so that was like, she was pretty upset. She made me watch it, which is good. Toast Soldiers with Will Wheaton. I remember that movie. Yep. I think I saw that in theaters. Oh, it's at the upgrades. Maximum level. Oof. Inconceivable. That movie, as far as I'm concerned, was just done so that that movie was starring Andre the Giant, and everybody else in it was immaterial. I think they all went on for reasonable careers, but that was an Andre the Giant movie as far as I'm concerned. Turning some stuff. Of course, the backstory behind like how much Andre the Giant was falling apart while he was filming that's pretty sad, but still, it's just a classic. Ugh. Just let me in the barn. Third bar fight in a row. There's not even a bar fight. It can't load more sprites. Excellent. Any movie Andre that include Andre was an Andre movie. Eat it indeed, Carrie. He said nice things about working with Andre, though, on that movie set. Oh, why did... Ugh. No, don't start a fight. Okay. I accidentally switched to the other guy and walked out of the stupid bar. Think about more 80s B movies or sleepers. Okay, that's a great topic. I think B movies is a good place to concentrate. You know what I saw? Well, if we're specifically talking 80s, if we can crawl it a little bit into the 90s, there was like Robot Jocks and Robot Wars. Those are two awesome B movies. Definitely. Frighteners, yeah, I definitely saw that. It's been forever. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go bust this guy out of this corporation. Let's go do that. We can do that. Where was it? Renraku, that's right. He only gives those. Yeah. Oh man, what other? Especially the monster movies, but like the ones that weren't mainstream. I'm gonna say Tremors #1 is A level. So let's just get that straight. Otherwise, we're in a fight. But beyond that, yeah, I don't think I can really defend them. Yeah, it's Tremors is super classic. Super classic. Saw it again like 5 years ago, and it definitely still holds up. It still holds up. There was a movie that is called Class of 1999. That was a B movie. It's kind of a horror movie, but had it had a couple. It was like a B horror movie. I want to say it was probably early 90s, maybe late 80s. The shopping mall, nice. Graboids, yeah, of course, great reference from Tremors, great reference. But yeah, Class of 1999 is one of those that like, just a really bad movie that I liked. I don't know why I saw it a bunch of times. Let's go in here and bust open this corporation. See how it goes. Drop Dead Fred. That movie is... I watched that with my wife, I want to say in the last 3 years. She had never seen it. And am I finding a guy here? Yeah, I'm finding a guy. And that movie is insane as an adult. Like, I still we enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it. But it is... Drop Dead Fred was insane. Another great movie that's not really a horror movie, but is definitely a piece of the time. Strange Brew. Strange Brew is a very strange movie. But has kind of a cool just atmosphere to it for what it was. I think it might be a series rather than movies. But The Langoliers, well, it was a multiple... So Langoliers was, they took another Stephen King... But it was like a 4-part... Or I want to say they broke it into 2 movies or 3 movies. Or maybe it was like 3 2-hour episodes. It was like crazy long. That's why it's sort of like... Is it 1 movie or 2? It was like when they do like part 1 1 week and then save the rest for another week. Classic. You just have to wait and see it when it came on TV. Phantasm. I remember the cover of Phantasm. I don't think I ever watched it. At various points... I gotta fight these guys. At various points... I definitely worked at like 2 different video stores back in the day. And so I would see the covers of a billion movies and I just still remember them. But I remember Phantasm. I don't think I ever took it home to watch, but I definitely remember putting it back on the shelf and straightening it out. As you did at the end of the night there. Wife's too late to log on to your stream, but she says Tommy Knockers. Yep, another good Stephen King entry. Similar. I think that was when they broke up into multiple movies as well. They did that with The Stand as well. Somebody made me watch Toxic Avenger. Wait, they're not injured? Yes, he is. He's definitely injured. Look at his life bar. Interesting. That was me. That was you. Yeah, that was... Jeez, that movie was... That was an experience. That was different. Certainly different. Tromaville, yep. Yeah, they could... I mean, there were just certain things they wouldn't make today. There's no way. There's no way. The first thing I say, the Angus Scrim playing Tall Man. That does track. Oh man, if I remember correctly, this building does not have an alarm off switch on the first floor from doing this the other night. What was the movie Screamers? There's a good like kind of monster movie from back in the day. That was a fun sci-fi horror series. I'd watch that again. Anybody out there in this chat window ever watched Screamers? It was like the one where they were like on a deserty planet, and there were these like robots that were underground, and they make this screaming noise as they tunneled towards people and like jumped up and cut their heads off. It was, and then the screamers started building themselves, so it was this whole thing where the robots are building more robots. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh boy, I gotta heal up my troll. Troll's taking all the bullets. Yeah, Screamers. I remember that. And I'm blanking. What's the one where it's Kevin Bacon and they're all Flatliners? It's not a monster movie, but that's definitely a really silly medical premise movie for sure. Because I think they all like figure out a way to like get as close to death as possible, and then they're all med students or something, if I remember correctly, and by doing so, they're like kind of able to see into the future and like work through past trauma. I mean, ambitious plot to say the least. I haven't seen that in forever. It would be probably interesting to like review it for my show for like the medical inaccuracy. I'm just waiting for the alarm to go off so I can go up the elevator, because again, on this particular building, I cannot turn it off on level 1, which makes me sad. Time we get 10:35. Okay, cool. I got about another half hour. This will probably be my final run. So my mom just brought that movie up yesterday. It was at her house, Flatliners. Yeah. I think there's some other big names in it. I'm blanking who else was in it, but there's some other big names from the time, that's for sure. Let's stay on level 2 here. Jess, my wife, was watching. She was watching Running Man the other night. And it was Julie Roberts. That's right, Julie Roberts. But she was watching Running Man, and I walked through the room. I didn't actually look at the screen, and somebody said like one syllable. I'm trying to remember the line off the top of my head while I'm like distracted and playing this, but it was something like an accessory character saying like yes, and I just walked through and I was like, "You're watching Running Man." She's like, "How did you know that?" I was like, "Do you know how many times I saw that movie as a kid?" Oh, that's right, he was the Invisible Man in that one. I was definitely working at the video store when that came out. I remember that cover. We're stocking that. Ooh, there's the alarm off button. Phantom, go do your thing. And try to find out what this guy is. Oh, nice. I hate that alarm sound. Let's see if you can figure out where this guy is. Maybe save me some time. Come on, come on. Okay, fine. It's always like, every once in a while, a good Puppet Masters kind of dive in. You know, some really bad old horror. So we were playing Seen It. Video clue. Door handle. Yeah. Sounds about right. Like some of those, like if you just seen a movie, you can remember how the scene sounded. You know what I mean? Just like if you've seen it enough. Oh, dang! Hellhounds. Oof. This game got serious. It was funny, you said that when I read dude is connected to the Raptors, I heard growling in my headphones, and I panicked a little. I don't think it came across the screen, but I panicked. Okay, let's see if we can hopefully kill these things. They go down easy, but they can just do a lot of damage. Alright. Everybody's like half dead. Man, this run is... This is being tough right now. We are struggle bussing a little. Okay, Winston, you're not good at healing, so you're gonna give this over to Phantom. You're good at carrying guns. That's what you do, my friend. Do you have any? He's got some stim patch. Stim patches are not gonna help. I need trauma patches. Get rid of these. I think we'll be able to survive this fight, but I'm thinking we're going to have a tough time on this. On this Shadowrun. Nope, wrong person. Man, I don't know if we're going to be able to full heal. Oops. Okay. Those last two medkits, yikes. Okay, here goes nothing. The dog dying noise is a bit much. Okay. Sorry. Dude, Winston, you're hurt again, bro. What are you doing? I really hope you find some more of those. Actually, there was one. Yeah, you're going to go full defense. Need some more med packs. Hey. Okay. Okay. Here's hoping. Okay, we're going to go back, shut off the alarm, so hopefully that happens less. Ugh. Don't like the hellhounds. That's not fun. Those weren't popping up the other night. Please, the guys up here. Hopefully. Please, 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 please. No. Less sad. The company man is not helpful. He can flick toothpicks. I don't care. As long as he doesn't have hellhounds with him. Yeah, no, you're right. The pooches are usually pretty bad. I mean, we ate through about every med pack. I'm going to spend a few times here. I'm going to pop into this because, like, if I can find out where the thing is, I think that's going to make this mission more successful. So I'm just going to see if I can get the, here's where the package is, or here's where the guy is. Bit of info here. I won't do it all night, but we're just going to try it a little bit more. Come on. Come on. What do you think? Do you think that Suburban Commando holds up? Think that movie still holds up? I saw that in theaters. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Files suggests you should search the 4th floor, so we're going to the 4th floor. I saw Suburban Commando in theaters. Is a statement that is true about my life. Yep. Don't know if I'm proud of that. I don't know what I am about that. It is just a part of me. Didn't hold up on release date. I do remember being a little kid and being like, I don't think it was great. I don't think it was great. I mean, definitely surprised by that. I would have expected that Hulk Hogan would have been excellent in that role. Your VHS copy is a treasure. I'm trying to remember if I got rid of all my VHS. I held on to them for so long, and I was like, I don't even have a player. I don't know why I have all this. I think I got rid of... I might have kept a few. Like, I think I kept my my Japanese dubbed Akira, because it was so hard to find back in the day. Find nothing. There's the alarm terminal. Good to know. Here's my ID. Just let me pass. Yeah, but sometimes I don't know. That grainy VHS view is sometimes a little bit nostalgic. Canada. I've seen the Akira, I don't know how many times. 5, 8 times. And I still don't. Like, I understand the general metaphor of it, but I won't say I ever follow that movie. It still is just like it's incomprehensible but gorgeous, so I always think next time I'm going to understand this, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just really don't. Yeah, hopefully I can find that guy. 'Cause I feel like we are not wanting to see those hellhounds again. This looks like a great place to have a guy that we have to break out. Come on, one of these rooms. Get a bunch of grenades I don't need. Boo. Empty them out. Okay. Come on. Well, we're almost done. We're almost done with this. Let's go. Nope. I do wonder on my next... Like, I'm just trying to survive this one, but we can do a lower level one where maybe Phantom can actually hack those terminals with success now that he's beefed up. Yep, I have an ID. I am totally supposed to be here. Just look at me. Okay, it's got to be in one of these rooms. We know he's on this floor somewhere. They're going to really put him in, like, the last room I search. Oop. See? Nope. Boo. I think this company makes scatter grenades. Pretty sure that's what they do. Come on. I was in one of the theaters here at Halloween was showing Nightmare on Elm Street 3. That was pretty fun to watch in theaters. I think it was 3, the Dream Warrior. I think it's 3. But that was pretty cool to see in theaters. Definitely the theater experience was worth it. All right, dude, come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Okay. Yeah, Dream Warriors. That's right. Yeah, that movie was it actually had some pretty interesting medicine in it for sure. But it was it has moments. It was, it's cheesy, but it's kind of fun because I went with a friend of mine who's a filmmaker, and definitely is a fun person to watch, especially that we're the same age, so like these are all stuff from our childhoods and whatnot, and it's cool to see it through his eyes too, because he's also looking at like the production and how they did special effects when they before you had CGI and stuff, and it's pretty cool because I always, when I'm with him, I'm watching the movie in a similar way. Not that I really know much about those things, but I have to appreciate like some of the scenes in that movie. It's like, oh, they didn't have a computer to make this room like rip apart and then everything. Oh, please don't set off the alarm right now before I leave. Okay. And so it's just kind of cool to think about how they had to rig all that up and do it in one take. Or if they didn't do it in one take, they had to, they had to plan all that out ahead and hope that it all went well, and who knows how much that cost. Oh boy, this sucks. Because if I die here... Okay. Can I save before the combat technically starts? Oh, it let me get away with it because I didn't load into the screen. Woo! Because the sprites didn't enter the screen, it didn't count me as in combat. See? Now it does. And now I bet if I tried to save, it wouldn't. Woo! Lucked out on that one. I'll probably beat these guys, but they've been wrecking my world lately. Okay, come on. Trauma patch. Nice. Boy, we're gonna barely survive this. Dude. Kill these guys. This is a comedy of errors. What is happening? This armor can't be that good. I like how the troll is just like, I'm just gonna punch him. What is happening here? Okay, how about we give Winston a clip? I think he ran out of bullets. Did he? He probably, yeah, he did. Okay, look, we gotta redistribute the clips. Okay, and Winston, don't use your fists. Come on, buddy. This is Hulkster. It reminds me of that time Hulkster was on Three Ninjas. Oh yeah. What's the I didn't know it existed, but what's the there's the Hulk Hogan Christmas movie. What is that called? Yeah, it's so bad. That's like epically bad. I can't believe I'm blank. It's like Santa with muscles, I think. Santa with muscles? Is that? I think it's Santa with muscles. Which you could tell from the title is like truly a movie born of cocaine. Because who else would do that? 100% is. Yep. Man. Dude, I think that guy's like armor's impervious to our pistols. That's not good. That villain, that is worth a watch through, probably with alcohol. Feel weird as a doctor like recommending that, but that's how I would watch it because there's no reason not to. They Live, that's classic. Good Roddy Piper movie. I actually watched that recently with the same filmmaker friend, probably within the last 8 months. Definitely They Live, the other thing about it is it was a little bit more accurate to certain aspects of modern society than it had any right to be. Always unsettling when that happens. All right, let's go turn in this mission, and I think that will call it for the night. Let's go use some creds. Cool. Nice. Scanners, yeah. Headsplosion movies, very popular in the time. Very popular in the time. Let's see here. Let's save. Nice. All right. Well, I have to get up early for work and stuff, so I think I'm gonna call it there. And that was a night of grinding, to say the least. I appreciate you stopping by, Gallows, and everybody else. Great nostalgia and catching up with about all the fun stuff, all the fun bits of the past. Yeah, we had a pretty good stream overall. We had Night there, villain. We did get some. We get further in this game, but man, this game is a grind without resorting to the cheat codes. But I've come this far, so I am going to finish it no matter what it takes. I'm aware that you can speedrun it in like 35 minutes, and although like I don't know if that's on the actual cartridge, I might check that out just to get some tips, if anything else, because yeah, this is a grind. But hey, that's all right. Gives me time to chat, and appreciate everybody stopping by. And I'll be back playing this next Tuesday and Thursday, probably, if I get some free time, maybe on the weekend. But I hope to see everybody again, and have a good night.